Now, in the indie space, there are a lot of different kind of specifically genres that a lot of people like to go, usually multiple times because you have so many examples what to do with that specific genre. But there are very few specifically shows focused on the late late show type of genre. There have been a lot of live action, but not really a lot of animated series. If they do, they slightly tweak it a few different things from the original who made it kind of popular, like Base Coast to Coast. That was sort of a game changer for so many different reasons, even that nobody really attempted to recopy that specific style of animation and comedy and live action, but there had been attempts. I remember they attempted to do sort of, I think it was Comedy Central, sort of a news reporter making fun of things but an alien point of view. There's another one was sort of a Comedy Central version, or I remember sci-fi that they did sort of a movie riff with puppets with something like animation, in other words. But once more, they have then tries to follow that specific genre, but never really copied the formula of Space Coast to Coast because maybe because they were the first ones and the writers who made that Pacific series had a very odd sense of humor that it worked so well. And I guess in that self that nobody really wanted to try or didn't understand how to do it only from the original writers. But someone in indie space decided, you know what, we could do the same thing called uh, Animation Station Mini Money Percent or the first episode, our first big episode. And this sort of project, what it is basically copy like Base Coast to Coast, just interview people, but specifically in the space and animation. They would choose several different special hosts to appear and talk to them with using animation. In fact, they use the same formula as basic coast to coast. But the question is, does it work? Did it give the charm? Because the very end, why Space Coast to Coast works so well is because the host, uh, Space Ghost, that he was so charming, so random, so over top, so Pacific of the comedy. It just worked like lightning in the bottle. Because once again, that show revolutionized Adult Swim, realized adults will watch this type of show. And yeah, I'm so surprised that someone did it again because I wasn't sure Minnie Martin would actually successfully do that because it's really hard to do that because your main focus is the main lead, the horse, Millie. And you know what? She works. In fact, the first time I saw a couple of clips of her preparing for the first episode to reappear, I was sort of hesitant because it didn't really click on me that it actually work or doesn't. When I finally saw the episode, it completely worked. Of course, before I even break it down more, my name is Rachel. I like to talk about animation, not just animation to reviews, first impressions, cartoon theories, and sometimes, if I have some spare time, cartoon breaking news. Of course, if you like how it's going, like to help my channel, put a like, comment, and share. That's the only thing you need to do. If not, that's cool. If you do, thank you. Because of you, I am getting close to my main goal of 2,000 subscribers. And yes, I'm getting close every single day because of people who like, comment, and share. Thank you. Now let's start with the an indie gem you never heard of because usually this type of segments I only focus on indies only for the interesting things, something that is so good or interesting or could be sort of bad but still worth watching. I talk about of this specific segment, and today we're going to talk about a very unique, outstanding new IP called Mini Martin and who she presents, and this is basically a host-to-host kind of old-fashioned late night show. And honestly, I'm not sure what to expect because usually they kind of miss the mark this specific genre, even that nobody really wants to do this in animation. Once again, you see here, you see in my beginning review that yes, it's sort of weird when you see this. When it does, it kind of falls apart. But this one, no, this one actually works very well. I think because they understood what is the main focus is Millie herself, how enthusiastic, how she trying to maneuver everything around her, trying to think in the moment because something went wrong. Yeah, lucky they attempted to really point it out. What she's doing is sort of difficult to have in control, even that she's sort of arguing with her sort of director or camera guy or someone behind the scenes that you do not see. Of course, there is no one else, just her talking, but you do hear or see someone there, but they don't really conversate. Usually it's one-sided conversations, but yet it made it work because they chose the right actress to perform this because it's all about her, her percent, her how she think on her feet. But second, the rest of the half is sort of the interview, what they make this sort of interesting because it's all about the guest. The first episode, you actually get Star T. We don't know who it is creator of the indie space. He's the guy who created Lumi and the Big Huge Galaxy. It's sort of an indie project that is not really done yet. He asked for funding, but they ask them sort of specific questions. What is this? How you fund this? And where you get the idea or what you aspire to. And this is what I mean. This is very traditional late night show. Believe it or not, this back in the day, late shows were very important because they do ask very important questions to understand what we should care about your project. Who are you? What interests you in making this? To get people interested in talking about it and be aware that this project does exist. Just have to wait to come out. And this is very important in the indie scene because if this project is successful, it could help a lot of indie creators because it's kind of hard to keep promoting that you don't know where's your people to promote. Even you're tempted to do odd content to get people attention to make your indie project basically known, or at least you know someone or someone will actually buy it for you like a huge company. What's more, it's a lot of hassle to make your own indie, and I hope this is be very successful. But the ironic part is the Late Show is sort of dying because every time you see now a new Late Show, usually are just sort of bitter or just talk about politics. But at the very beginning, Late shows never were about that. It always was who is the person you interview. And this is what I really enjoy about Millie Martin, that she interviews asking the things we want to know about the guest host of what is the project, what inspires. She is very traditional, but more specifically based coast to coast. If you like that show, you want more of this, this could be its especially predecessor because it is very funny and very enjoyable. Even that, I have one major complaint is the fact it's too short because I really enjoyed it. I wanted more. I wish this was 20 minutes long because I did enjoy her sassiness, her comedy, her arguments back and forth with the director, with the backstage handlers, her questionable things she's trying to do sell product. Even that, I thought it's sort of funny that she actually referenced Space Coast to Coast in one of her jokes. What I mean is, she quite literally sit down on the chair and area of Space Coast to Coast. If you've seen the series, you know what I'm talking about. It's just sort of shocking they went all in. I'm not surprised if they get sued by Cartoon Network or Adult Swim, but because it's more like a parody, so they can get away with it. But it's something you can see where the inspiration comes from, and they just want to continue that legacy of basically late show type of animation comedy. Be aware, this super genre it's super rare to see because there have been attempts, but it never really basically hit the lightning in the bottle before. This one it feels they dead. They feels everything. The only complaint I said before is just sort of too short, about 10 minutes long. But the interview, how Minnie Meyer interacts with the interview, everything works super well. Of course, if you want at least one more complaint, I think the animation depends on you because the animation to me it's good because it's an indie project. Of course, it's not be perfect. It's a little kind of stuttery, but once more, it's almost like a storyboard animation. There are times it's kind of fully animation. Other times it feels jumped point A to point B, something like a Resco. But once more, it depends on you. You're okay with that or or not. It's like it's all about your taste. For me, I like it. I enjoy the animation. I enjoy the personality. I enjoy the conversation with the host. I just wish it was longer, but of course, this is indie. They're in the budget. On top of this new channel called Animation Station is sort of semi brand new. It's sort of a station that is growing. They have more than one project in development, and this is one of their projects. And yes, it's sort of obvious they're spreading the team all over the place to make the project actually to work. But even that said, it is very good, very funny, and very entertaining. Now, I can't really say much because it is interesting. Hopefully, it gets enough feedback, enough people are talking about it, or a lot of people showing the show to their friends, or sharing on YouTube, Twitter, or TikTok to let people watch and recognize this a real thing so they can help more in the scene. This project is so important to be successful because once again, if you have someone like Mini Martin to be successful, the more people see this, the more and more they want to help in the scene, or at least more free promotion for every single successful indie project. So cross your fingers, hopefully this blows up and you have more viewers and subscribers in that channel. In fact, do you like this? Do you hate it? Tell me down below, let me know. To me, it's like a home run. It works. Everything just works. Especially the sort of late show. They got the charm of the idea of the original Space Coast to Coast. They completely got it. The only thing is, I kind of wish they have more characters so she can interact with. But of course, this is a low budget. They know they have some limitations. But hopefully, it works even better. Especially Minnie Martin because she is enjoyable. But of course, I'm wondering what direction they put her in the near future. She's going more crazier to get more money to keep the station on, or what? There's a lot of potential with this character and her meltdown, how to have full control. But once again, it takes a lot of practice and time and a lot of thought to make it work. But out of that, I can't say much. A question: how you felt about this? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Tell me down below. I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.